Well, hey there, and happy Friday afternoon, Facebook Live viewers. I'm here with Rick Toone, and today we are going to, there he is, explore this idea, this concept of the 360 video. You may have been hearing about this. It's like the idea is you actually are seeing everything around you, just if you were in real life, standing in a place. It's pretty crazy. It's a little bit hard for me to get my head around it. He's going to do a demonstration of this with his phone. So how do you want to do this, Rick?
Here, let's set everybody down right here.
Okay.
Hey, everybody.
There we go.
All right. So, this is kind of fun.
There you go.
So, this whole 360 thing, you've probably heard about it, but you may not understand it. So it only works in certain places. It works in Google Chrome, it works in Facebook, it works in YouTube. It doesn't work in the regular Safari browser. And if you're on a Safari browser on Facebook, it doesn't work. But it does work in other places. But here's what's kind of cool about it. So if I have a video, let me turn the volume down here. So let's say I've got this master video that I want to see. And you can see it here, right? I'm still in somebody else's video. But if I turn, I'm now spinning around the room as if I'm turning, but I can now be in the car with these guys, seeing this, a full 360 all the way around. So if I go back, it's kind of dizzying at first, but once you get used to it, it's really kind of cool. Now, we've been doing some experiments with some musicians lately with how to do this and how it works, and in a club, and why you would need it. And those are the bigger questions. It's a cool technology, but really, why do you need it? Why do you want it? Well, that's to be determined still. So that will reveal itself in time, just like everything. Google Glass wasn't a big thing. Well, they went away. Now they've come back in a different form. The cars weren't a big thing because there weren't roads, and they built roads, and they figured out how to use the cars on roads. So, everything is going to find its place. So how this works is going to be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's emerging technology, and I see that Chuck has joined us. Chuck, if you have questions, you can put it in there. For anyone, if you have questions, you can put something in the comments.
Yeah. And so some of you may have seen something like this. This is a knockoff version of a knockoff. This is Google Cardboard has these things that you can get, and they're about $10, I think, or you can get them for free depending on where you are. And this is a knockoff brand. But what you do is you take your 360 phone, you put it in the cardboard like this. You close it.
The phone's not 360.
The phone's not 360. And then you can look through these little glasses here. I know you can't really see that, but this makes it like almost 3D. It separates the background of it. Earlier I was watching a scuba diving video, and because I've done a lot of scuba diving, what I found is as I turned around, I was holding my breath just like I did when I scuba dive, which you're not supposed to do, by the way. And then all of a sudden there was this wreck there, and it was like, oh, and my eyes got big. Looking at through the 3D was way different than just looking at it on the phone. So even though this is kind of a simulated 3D, it's not true 3D, it was kind of cool. There's a camera coming out in August called the Views that's about the size of your phone, and it is a full 360 3D camera that's going to be about $700. So that's what I'm really waiting for. There's a bunch of new stuff that's out now. There's a new streaming 360 camera that just came out so you can do live events, but you have to have power to plug into it, and you have to have a separate supply to be able to record to it because there's no hard drive built into the unit. But it's all coming. It's all evolving. It's getting to be pretty interesting, I think, of not only the technology, but what are the possibilities. Now, there are applications that are being used now that people hadn't thought about. Someone's already sold a house in a real estate company by doing a 3D virtual tour. They sent somebody one of these, and they sent somebody to a website, and they looked at it, and the person saw the house through the 3D, didn't actually go see the house, and they bought the house.
That is incredible.
Medicine is taking a big track with this. A lot of industrial applications. The commercial application wasn't really thought about, but now it's becoming a huge thing. People like Robert Scoville are now working at a VR company, because this whole 3D, 360, which are two different things, just like VR and
virtual reality,
and AR, which is augmented reality, are two very different things, but they're all merging. Sort of like, radio and TV kind of merged, radio and photographs merged to get film. It's doing this again in a bigger way now with all this 360, 3D, different things to do. Now, all that being said, there is a conference coming up next weekend on the 16th that we will be, Jen and I, talking about. We're going to do a blab, actually, on the use of Periscope. What are we doing?
Blabbing.
We're blabbing, talking about Periscope and
Facebook
Live, of how you can use those at a conference to be there, and reasons why. Like, why would you want to do that? Well, we've got our bullet points lined out. So we're going to do a live blab about live video at the So Many Biz Life conference next Saturday.
Next Saturday, yes.
Saturday,
and Chuck
16th.
has a question if you'll discuss the So Many Biz Life, and I'm thinking he's talking about the 360 and on the camera, and I'm sure that he'll be happy to do that.
Oh yeah, this will be part of what we're doing, but I mean, we'll see how it turns out. And this is really the poor man's version of, you've all seen the big headsets now that everybody has, and Meta just came out with a newer version that's really glasses only, that comes over and it holds on your head. Because what happens is, after about 2 minutes, your seasickness kind of goes away, and you really get your sea legs on you, and you forget that you're wearing something. And so as you move around, you forget to hold stuff on. You forget that if you move your head fast or something's going to happen. And it's a true real life experience, but it's not true real life. But it is.
It's virtual reality.
It's weird. Jen says soon we're all going to just be little cyborgs and have a little implant, and we're just going to kind of think pizza, and it's going to appear at our door.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
Or wine truck.
Wine truck sounds like a good plan.
Beer truck, wine truck, it doesn't matter, just so long as they show up at the house.
No, I actually saw in Vogue, I don't know if it's this month's or last month's Vogue, but they were talking about VR, vacations on demand. Like,
yeah.
Some woman in sitting on a chaise with her oculars ripped on, and enjoying wherever she is, Tahiti or something. But
yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more of this, and we're going to see a lot more stuff that's going to come. Netflix is going to have a 360 channel. There's going to be a 3D channel. There's going to be an AR channel. I mean, all this stuff is going to start happening. One of the projects I'm working on right now, there's a lot of talk in the Valley about what's coming next and how to monetize it. So as soon as they figure a way to monetize it, it becomes mainstream. So those discussions are starting to happen.
Yeah, and I see Chuck is giving a code for $15 off of the conference next Saturday there in the comments. So if you guys haven't registered and you want to come and you're here in Doylestown, there you go. There's your link, and you can register.
Yeah, and we're gonna we need to find out from Chuck what time would be a good time to schedule the blab for Jen and I. Whether people come to our particular session or not, it doesn't matter. We're going to schedule it nonetheless so that we can
schedule the blab.
Schedule the blab for the world to see why you would want to blab or Periscope or do Facebook Live video at a conference. So many choices.
It's a changing world.
It is, but it's fun. It's a fun time. It's a good time. It's interesting to see where things are going, knowing where things have been and how fast things have happened. And I can tell you, the next 5 years, technology is gonna freaking explode.
Yeah, I have no doubt.
Yeah, it's wild. I just saw a drone today that has 8 propellers. It's 12 feet in diameter, and it can carry 2 people. But it's like 2 little chairs in this helicopter unit. So forget about the flying cars. The personal drone is now going to become the new flying car of the Jets. The Jetsons kind of missed the mark on that one, but they didn't miss much.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you. Is there anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay. Well,
Stay tuned
for being here.
Look for our blab.
Yeah, next week.
All right.